Hello and all. So I wanted to kind of thank you guys for putting up with my insecurities the other day with my DID hate comments posts, comments that I was getting, hateful comments about me talking about my DID, saying I'm faking or things like that. And thank you for your support, because you've been also kind, and I know that I was freaking out, and I think that I needed a lot more sleep. I've been having a lot of insomnia, night terrors, flashbacks, lots of PTSD stuff going on lately, and I think that if I had just not been overly stressed and overly, like, the sheer lack of sleep, like three nights total this week where I didn't sleep at all, like not a wink, not at all, on 3 different nights in 1 week. So I think that got to me. Pink necktie. There's a story, not just that we had to wear it today. So what happened was, or something that I know what happened was, a few weeks ago, this came in the mail in my name, obviously to my address, and I was like, well, what's this? I didn't order this. And I thought it must have been some kind of Amazon glitch. And then my sister says, well, what if it was one of your alters that ordered it? And I'm like, oh, can't be. And so I'm looking at my Amazon account, I'm looking for proof somewhere that it was ordered at all. It must have been some kind of Amazon glitch. I find the transaction on my credit card, 16 Canadian dollars. And I have no memory of this purchase at all. I still don't know who ordered it. I was still trying to deny that it was someone in my system that ordered it, because it just, well, one, it kind of made me scared to know that I would be losing time more than I realized I would, and that I didn't know where the holes were, like kind of like losing time and not knowing you're losing time until you find the evidence. So, like, there's a hole somewhere, and I thought that it just can't be. But, you know, I was finding transactions in my accounts, and I just, like, there's no one else who has my credit card number. Why would someone find my credit card and send me stuff with it? So I don't know who ordered it, but Skittle wanted to put it in the toy box. We put it in the toy box. We have toys. Skittle wanted to show you her toys and Katie's toys. I was sent some toys from a good friend of mine for the littles, and so we have some a toy box and some toys for the littles, and sometimes we sleep with them depending on who's out and who's more on the or who's on the surface, like whose feelings I'm feeling. So sometimes we sleep with toys. And Skittle wanted to put this in the toy box, and we pulled it out and had it. I don't know how to tie a tie, and I'm pretty sure Skittle doesn't either. She's 4. So it's just like so, and we took pictures because Skittle has a few friends that she wants to show the tie to. I don't think Skittle ordered it, but she likes the tie. In any case, so there's the mystery. There's a mysterious tie in the mail, which is potentially done in time that I'm losing that I didn't realize I was losing. Haha. I knew I was losing time because my sister would tell me about things, or like events or conversations we had. I was like, was I there for that? Are you sure? Because like I wasn't there for that, and so I knew that there was things that I was just kind of like zonking from, but I didn't know necessarily that, you know, that I was, you know, this is a first. I think it's a first. It better be a first. I mean, I don't know. Because, I mean, fortunately, it was just 16 Canadian. So I have, I've been assessed not just by my psychiatrist, but also by my psychologist, and I was diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder by my psychologist. So that was kind of validating in a way, because I knew that something was up, and I knew that it had to be DID, and my psychiatrist was telling me I had alters, and it just wasn't diagnosed as such by my psychologist. So that's been done now. So it's his opinion as well that I have alters, and it was very validating, not just for me, but you know, I think Skittle was saying something like I like that he saw me, and she said something about how she doesn't want to go away. She didn't mean that he saw her, because clearly, I mean, grown woman here, but she meant, I think, that he saw her in the sense that he recognized that she's real, and she really liked that he recognized that she's real, and the not wanting to go away was a suggestion towards integration, which had been done by both my psychiatrist and my psychologist in the beginning, which I had clearly said no. You know, I don't want to integrate, not to keep on having some disorder. That's not the idea. I just don't feel like I would be the one coming out the other side if I were to integrate, or if we were to integrate. Like, I want to be me, and Skittle wants to be Skittle, and Maggie wants to be Maggie. And if we were to integrate, then who exactly is it that comes out the other side when whoever it is unlike any one of us, like, all, like, just on our own? Like, maybe they're like an amalgamation of us, or maybe, yeah, they're still, and maybe they're who we would have been had we not split. But it's not who we are. It's not who I am. I don't want to be someone else. I want to be me, and I think that Skittle's scared of that too, and don't want some. I mean, we made it clear to our therapist that we don't want to integrate, and I think that that's respected. We talked about our goals rather to communicate and figure things out to kind of coexist and work together, not necessarily to integrate, but to live better. So I have a list that I'm looking at. I think I pretty much went through a few of these things. I have on my list that I think that one of the reasons why Maggie and Skittle have felt like they could have come out in videos. Like, once Skittle came out for like a few seconds, she didn't say anything, she laughed. And then there was Maggie had one video where she kind of switched around with her and I. And I think that some people might have been skeptical about, like, why is it that after all this time, you know? So I think that the reason why is because now I'm talking about it. Now it's a thing with you guys. It's a thing, but with YouTube. I mean, it's clear that this is something that I'm talking about. This is, I was referring to my others, and they kind of think that YouTube is fun. Not all of them. They don't all want to be on YouTube, but Maggie and Skittle think it's kind of fun, and they felt like they could come out, and sometimes would kind of shy away and go back because of how I felt about it, which was embarrassed and shy and not used to it. So I think that as time goes on, it might happen again progressively, but for now I don't think that it's necessarily something that's just gonna like randomly keep happening, but it might, because now they feel like they're included. Before it wasn't a thing. They weren't included. They weren't in the subject matter. They weren't in kind of existence in the sense that people just didn't know they were there. And even though there were kind of times where they had come out in the past, it wasn't really a thing that was discussed or even known what it was. So anyways, that's what I'm going through now. Necktie, night terrors, flashbacks, insomnia, another diagnosis of the DID. To summarize, I'll be making another video after this about how to best utilize a therapy session. I have kind of gathered all my thoughts about it, and I'm going to be sharing that. And I'll be resharing a video that I deleted from years ago, maybe 7-ish years ago-ish, referring to the DID, and I'll be explaining why I deleted it. So, take care.